Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. It's Real Talk Friday. Next weekend is Father's Day. And so I'm going to talk about that father role leading up to next weekend. And so we're talking about a little bit today and then next week. But Rock Bottom Outreach has a video coming out. It's about 3 minutes long and it goes to the schools. But the title is Rock Bottom Outreach Standing in the Gap. And people are like, okay, that sounds awesome, but what does that mean? It means this, that, for example, there's a single mom, there's a teenager, and there's no role model. There's no male role model, okay? So there's a gap, okay? So Rock Bottom Outreach helping with that person, that individual, by standing in the gap, filling that gap as a male role model for that young person. Now, we're not talking about adopting all these kids, but of saying getting into the schools, educating, being there with these kids, being at their games, being a voice of encouragement. And you say, well, Rick, that's easy. It's really not that easy because we take it for granted. Now, if you're a parent and you have kids and you're at all their games, you probably do take it for granted, okay? But I'm talking about the single mom that works 2 or 3 jobs. She just can't be at the games. You need to understand what it means to a young man to have a male role model in his life saying, hey, you can do it. It's going to be okay. Believe it. Dream it. Positive reinforcement from a male role model. Teaching them how to be a man. Bottom line, a male can't be a mom can't be a father. And I speak of this from my personal experience, that when my parents got divorced when I was very little, my mom got remarried pretty quick, and I think it was more for financial security, and he was not very nice to my brother and I. I will tell you right now, he wasn't, and she divorced him because she caught him talking sweet to his ex-wife, and other than that, we might have been stuck like Chuck with this dude, but he was not our favorite person. But later on, my mom remarries again, and this guy was an angel. We called him Doc Perkins. And even though my dad was around, being from a broken home, your dad's not there every day. Well, Doc Perkins standing in the gap for my brother and I. The first memory of Doc is he fixed a tire for me. He fixed my bike tire. But later he would also discipline me. He would teach me a lot of things. My favorite moments with Doc was Friday nights driving to Pizza Inn on, Story Road? I think it was Story Road, Pizza Inn, and there was a Taco Inn over there, but we would drive to Pizza Inn, and we'd listen to the Ranger game on WBAP 820, and that was just the highlight, being with this guy, spending father-son time together. And so I'm asking you today, did you have someone in your life like that? Did you maybe have a single mom that was raising you, and then a gentleman came along, a stepfather, that stood in the gap with you and became a part of your life, an extension of your life? Wasn't trying to replace your real father, but they were still as a role model there, a positive reinforcement in your life. Those are things that I call angels, God winks, so to speak, as we talk about. But I know Doc Perkins was such a God wink for my brother and I, and he's not with us anymore, but he was an angel. I mean, he was a lifesaver to us. And I will forever be thankful for having him there every day. I have a great relationship with my dad now, and I love my dad so much. But it was such a blessing having someone stand in the gap. And so with this real talk, I want you to think about, did God send someone in your life to stand in the gap when you were younger? But moms, I want to encourage you, if you're a single mom and you have children, and I listened to the song earlier by Brad Paisley, and it said, and it was titled, The Dad You Didn't Have to Be. And it talks about the mother every time that she went on a date with a guy, when they found out she had a kid, gone. But this guy comes along and basically says, hey, isn't he going to go to the movies with us? And so this kid's just overjoyed because here's this guy that accepts him as well as the mom. I cannot enforce that enough. If you are redating and you have a young person, it's a package deal. It is a package deal. So if they're going to accept you and there's children involved, it's a package deal. There's nothing more hurtful for a young person to feel like they're in the way. Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. It's been Real Talk Friday. Have a great day.